Hello students, how are you? I'm Shivani Grover, your computer teacher. Hope you are having nice time with the family. Please utilize your time children and do some creative. Learn something new and do some net surfing to gain extra knowledge. So, today we are going to start chapter 1, computational thinking. And the contents we are going to study are: what is computational thinking? Components of computational thinking: analyzing, decomposition, pattern recognition, abstraction, algorithms, applying reasoning to make decisions, importance of computational thinking. Today, I will start the chapter with one story which is totally connected with the chapter computational thinking. So, let's start. Aryan is a class 6 student who wants to plant a large number of trees to make his large colony green again. After a significant amount of tree cutting was done to widen the roads, he wants to plant 2000 trees for which he needs a large number of seedlings. His budget is limited and he cannot afford to buy so many seedlings. After consulting with some conservation experts and online research, he concludes that seedlings can be grown at home at a lesser cost. He first breaks this massive task into smaller ones, studies each subtask individually, and works a stepwise solution for each task. As a result, Aryan succeeds in getting 1000 new trees planted and his colony is now green again. How does Aryan accomplish this task successfully in spite of being new to it? He does it by using a technique called computational thinking. First, let's learn what is computational thinking. Computational thinking is a thought process that teaches us how to solve complex real-world problems in such a way that a human or a computer can effectively carry these out. It is a fundamental skill for everyone, not just for computer scientists. It involves solving problems by following the concepts necessary for computer science, which includes free logical reasoning, step-by-step solutions in designing systems. This basically means if we have some problem, we want to solve it out. We have to think it properly, we have to solve it logically, and we have to reason it out. And we have to follow basically step-by-step procedure so that we are able to achieve our target, whatever has been the problem. We are able to solve it effectively. Now, let's know about components of computational thinking. There are 5 key components of computational thinking: analysis, decomposition, pattern recognition, abstraction, algorithm design. We will understand each element in detail. First, analysis. Analysis is the process of understanding the problems and conditions and defining the goals. Next, decomposition. Breaking down a large problem into smaller parts which are easier to understand is called decomposition. The smaller parts can be examined closely and solved individually. Next is pattern recognition. Observing patterns, trends, and similarities in the data is known as pattern recognition. When you discover patterns, it becomes easier to make prediction and create rules to solve other problems. Next is abstraction. Abstraction is the process of filtering out details or components of the problem to focus on the relevant ones. Now, next is algorithm design. Now, this is basically a very important process and this is the process of developing the list of steps that we can follow to finish the task. Let's understand how the above discussed problem is solved by using the elements of computational thinking. Students, let's talk about analyzing. Aryan analyzes the problem well in advance. When a lot of many trees are being cut, he learns or senses that the environment is getting polluted. So, he needs to plant more seedlings with the help of more persons around his neighborhood to make a green environment. Here the problem is the environment is getting polluted and the goal is to purify the environment. Now let's see decomposition. Decomposition makes the task more manageable. Here breaks down the task of planting a large number of seedlings into the following steps to make the job more organized. Finding donors for contributing to the expenses, collect seedlings and seeds from various sources, arrange for nursery bags or containers, organize soil and natural pesticide, bagging of seeds or seedlings. Nurture the seedlings until they are ready for plantation with adequate water. Convincing colony people to plant the seedlings around their homes and nurture them. Now, let's see what is pattern recognition. Imagine that we want to make a drawing of different kind of birds. Since all birds share some common characteristics, like they all have eyes, beaks and wings. So, we can quickly draw a bird by including the standard features. In computational thinking, these standard characteristics constitute patterns. In the early example of making seedlings, Aryan searches on the internet and talks to the experts who have already made seedlings in a large quantity. He recognizes similarity between his goal and an existing procedure that experts have followed. Patterns exist among the different problems and within the individual issues. We need to look for both patterns, make a task more manageable because they help us to make predictions and use the same techniques that have been proven to solve similar problems in the past. Now, let's move towards abstraction. Abstraction focuses on essential features and avoids unnecessary complexities. As in the early example, while searching on the internet and talking to the experts, Aryan got various inputs and then finds the solution that seedlings can be planted at home at a lesser cost. Now, moving towards algorithm. An algorithm employs logical thinking to develop a step-by-step strategy to solve any problem. It involves bringing all the above elements together, design a solution. One algorithm can be applied to solve multiple problems with the similar pattern. Earlier we have taken the example of Aryan. If we will connect this topic with the example, then we can see that Aryan makes the following algorithms, or you can say step-by-step solution of the problem to accomplish his task of preparing low-cost sapling, collecting seeds and saplings, making sapling containers, making the mix needed for nursery bags, packing of seeds or saplings, nurturing of saplings and planting, applying reasoning to make decisions. Everyone makes decisions in daily life. Some of our problems are so general that we hardly take any time to decide on them. Sometimes when a problem is complex, it needs our wisdom and experience to take decisions. Difficult situations require more reasoning and skills to solve problems. Let us understand this with a simple mathematical equation. To calculate the sum of first 10 odd numbers, Like I have written odd numbers are 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19. And if I sum up, it will make the count of 100. Now, from first two numbers, from 1 to 19, we can easily notice that 1 plus 19 is 20. And if I add up 3 and 17, it makes up 20. Then 5 and 15 making up 20, and so on. So, in this problem, there are 5 pairs. When these are added individually, answer comes out to be 20 as shown above. Therefore, sum of odd numbers is 5 into 20 equals to 100. Hence, by following the above method, we can calculate the sum of first 20 of 50 odd numbers easily. Now, the last topic is importance of computational thinking. And the first point is perseverance. Children learn not to give up and learn not to be nervous by the complexity of a problem. Like in the previous example, Aryan was able to accomplish a large and a new task by following the principles of computational thinking. Next is debugging. In the process of trying various possible solutions and finding the most appropriate one, children learn to find and fix errors. Next is creating. Children learn to think creatively and innovate novel solutions. For example, when Aryan realized that planting the seedlings would be too expensive, he found a way to make seedlings at home. Next is experimenting. Children gain the courage to experiment and lose the fear of failure.